Listen, glad to have you back with us. Listen, in a world where hidden struggles often remain in the shadows, David Jeremiah Roberts bravely steps forward to share his journey in Delivered from Lust and Porn Addiction. This book is not just a memoir, it's a beacon of hope for anyone entangled in the cycle of lust and pornography, addiction, and once ensnared he was in shame and secrecy, offers a raw and honest account of his personal battle. He reveals how a transformative encounter with Jesus Christ in 2006 became the catalyst for his freedom. Author David Jeremiah Roberts joins us to share. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Right?
Good to see you boldly declaring who you are and why you are who you are now.
Right.
I did not know. I'm really inspired because it's a tough subject and it's a difficult one for persons to come boldly and publicly to declare and to document it in a book. And you have done that. Yeah. Take us to the beginning. What was the catalyst when you decided, all right, I am going to document it. Yeah. And before that, when you were freed enough to say, who the Son sets free.
Yeah, who the Son sets free. Yeah. Well, thank you for having me, IT. Yeah. Well, you know, in Jamaica, we often say that our shame tree cut down. Yes. Yeah. So my shame tree has been, I would say, redeemed. It has been redeemed. And I wrote a book because I got hooked by a book.
Interesting.
Yes, I was at high school, innocent.
Yes.
Innocent.
Yes.
And
remember those high school? You went to a boys high school?
No, a co-ed school.
A co-ed, yes.
Yeah.
More challenging.
Yeah. And in those days, there was no cell phones and, you know, so a book.
Yes.
So somebody brought a book at school and I took one look. One look. And got hooked.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And from that day, I was never the same person. All right. Something entered my life and entered me. Right. And this is the story of many people, right? Mainly men. But something entered my life and entered me. And from that day, I yearned to see those images again. And I literally began to tour Jamaica because I wanted to find those images again. And I eventually found a store that had the same books, right? And it became my regular, the secretary knew my face.
Because you're on
I was hunting to find those images again that I saw in that book. Because when you open the door to this kind of activity, right, you cannot manage and control what comes through that door, right? And that is how I was deceived. I thought that I could manage what came through that door, right? But eventually, what came through that door overpowered me, and I became addicted to lust, to pornography, and everything that goes with it.
You know, one would want to find out how were you affected. I mean, you said in school, so the distraction would have affected your ability to study and to prepare. Now looking back, how were you affected? How did it manifest itself in those times? Yeah, where you can look back and say, "Oh, I'm so happy. I'm over that." Yeah.
Well, one of the main things that I discovered looking back was just wasted hours, wasted years, wasted life, right? I found that I was consumed with this addiction, right? And you know, you're in high school, you're young, you're energetic, you want to live like you want to explore. I found that this led to a lot of wasted hours, wasted years. You know, in the Bible it speaks about redeeming the time, right? And I longed for those years and those times to be redeemed, and those years eventually were redeemed when I became an adult and I got to know Jesus Christ.
But as I said, what happened in 2006?
So in 2006 now, Christ revealed himself to me, right? I didn't really see Christ. It's like Christ sought me, right? And Christ revealed himself to me. Actually, I have seen Jesus twice. I have seen Jesus twice, and I've heard his audible voice twice. And so in 2006, I went to this church, and there was this man on the podium preaching, and then the man just stopped preaching, and he just walked down the row in the audience, and he just stopped near where I'm sitting, And he spoke something about stop looking at those movies. But he didn't look at me, he didn't touch me, he just looked in the ceiling. All right? And then he turned back and just walked back and just continued preaching again. All right? And during that time, the addiction was still strong on me, but because I'd accepted Christ now, I found that I was reducing in my consumption of the content. So I was going from 7 days a week, 6 days a week, right? So after that incident happened in church, well, the next week, I'm at it again. Just watching, watching porn, hours. I became a recluse. Ooh. I became a recluse in those years. The following week at church, the man is on the podium preaching, and the man stopped, walk off the podium, walk down to my room, and just said the same thing again. And he said, God said, don't look at those things. Yeah. So I am sitting there stoned up because no human being on the planet knows of my addiction. No human being. I kept it perfectly private.
Private and personal.
No human being knows. So if somebody knows, I must God show him. Right? So I didn't know that God could show somebody what I did in my private space. I didn't know. I didn't have that understanding. But the pastor was obviously speaking to me because he came back down to where I sat again.
And say it again.
And after he went back to the podium and just began preaching again. I heard an audible voice. The audible voice of God. How the audible voice of God set me free, and I heard an audible voice that spoke with terror and trembling and fire. And that voice spoke to me, and the voice said to me, I am talking to you. And the voice literally lifted me up and pitched me on my face in the church. The force literally flung me off the chair. And that's how I was free.
I'm captivated. I have no notes. I'm just talking. This is really fascinating to me. Yeah. And I'm trusting that those who are watching and other men who are experiencing the same thing can take inspiration and instruction from you. Where can we get this?
Yeah. So the book is available with me, and the book is also available on Amazon and York Pharmacy in.
What's the social media?
In Harvard. My social media is DavidPresentsChrist. That's YouTube and Instagram, and my number.
Yes, sure.
My number is 373-3580. That's my local cell number, 876-373-3580. So the book is available. I have copies with me. Copies are available at York Pharmacy and Amazon for ebook and paperback book as well.
Right. 373-3580. Right. That's the number to call. Congratulations.
Right. Yes. And I'm doing a book launch.
Yes. When?
So my book launch is actually this Saturday.
Where?
It's going to be at Hope Fellowship Church, which is 23 Mullines Road, Kingston 20, I think, at 3 p.m. So admission. That's Hope Fellowship Church, 23 Mullines Road. The admission is $3,000, and it gives you a book and it gives you access to the event.
Awesome.
Yes.
God bless you.
So for those men who are struggling, I just want to say that, I did an interview with another media host, and there were some comments on Instagram, and one person actually wrote and said, I don't believe I can be free. Whoa. I don't believe I can be free. I want to say to that person, there is freedom in Jesus Christ. This had me bound for over 16 years. But there's freedom for you in Jesus Christ. Just first decide. The first thing is to decide, I want to be free. And that's where it starts. Right? And there's freedom for that person in Jesus Christ.
God bless you.
Yes.
Delivered from lust and porn addiction stands as a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and the possibility of redemption. This book provides the tools, prayers, and strategies needed to break free, stay free, and ultimately live free. Many thanks to David, powerful name, Jeremiah, powerful name, Roberts, author. We have to take another break right now, but keep it locked. Stick and stay, the sunrise. We'll be right back.